Smart Vision EQ42. A few years ago, the German company Mercedes-Benz shared its vision on autonomous cars of the future. This car combines convenience, simplicity, and efficiency. The manufacturers want it to become a part of a shared mobility system, and they also believe that the Smart Vision EQ42 is the most radical concept car the company has introduced in recent times. The car moves on the streets completely independently, so there's no steering wheel, pedals, or gear shifter inside. This has made the interior more spacious. Now the passenger rides with great comfort, while on the outside the car is compact and it doesn't take much space either on the road or in the parking lot. Of course, the car is electrically driven, and you can call it to any location using the mobile app. During the trip, the passenger has a 24-inch display at their disposal. An interesting feature is the possibility to find people and share a ride. The system selects people not only by location, but also by shared interests indicated in their profile. By the way, pay attention to the screen in the front of the car. With its help, the vehicle welcomes its passengers and communicates with passers-by. IEV-X. Although this car is 6 to 7 times smaller than any standard car you see on the streets, it has everything you need for a comfortable, safe ride. The IEV-X boasts a wide-angle rear-view camera, a 7-inch touchscreen inside, and LED lighting. Of course, it runs on electricity and can be recharged in several ways, including the solar panels installed on the roof. As if by magic, the car stretches out in length, increasing the capacity from 1 to 2 people. Plus, there's room to carry small loads. The IEV-X travels at a speed of up to 45 km per hour and has a range of 50 km. There's also an IEV-X Plus model with slightly better technical characteristics. Sondors. From the outside, it may seem that some hapless engineer forgot to add a fourth wheel to this car, but of course, it's not that simple. After years of research, experts found out that this design provides more stability on the road than the classic four-wheel design. By removing the extra wheel, they managed to reduce the weight of the car and improve its aerodynamic efficiency. Overall, the electric car from Sondors was developed with an emphasis on practicality and affordability. Inside, there's room for 3 people, 2 in the front and 1 in the back. The cruising range is 483 kilometers. The car can reach 100 kilometers per hour in 5 seconds, and you only need 19 minutes to charge the car to 55%. Vanderhall Speedster. And here is another 3-wheeler, which in our opinion looks much more aerodynamic than the previous car. Just look at how narrow it is. The Speedster was introduced in 2018. This is the 4th vehicle from the American company Vanderhall. It only has room for 1 person, but they will enjoy a heated seat and a 400-watt audio system, which is included in the basic package. The exterior design reminds us of the very first sports cars from the 1930s, but the Vanderhall Speedster combines both vintage features and ultra-modern forms. The car's chassis is made of aluminium, complemented by composite exterior panels. Other interesting features are the pushrod front suspension, the coilover shock absorbers, and the single rocker arm at the rear. The engine is a 4-cylinder turbo GM 1.4 LUV. Sadly, there's not much information about the specifications, but the car can be compared with the Venice, a similar model from Vanderhall. The Venice shows 182 horsepower, 251 Nm of torque, and a top speed of 225 km per hour. Ige. This car made its debut in 2018. You can see on your screens how the model looked originally. A little later in 2019, the company showed a modified version, which looks much more serious. Interestingly, the developer is the Russian concern Kalashnikov, known for its firearms. Unfortunately, there is not as much information as we would like. Since the car runs on electricity, the mileage on a single charge was stated to be up to 150 kilometers. The engine power is about 20 horsepower. The maximum speed is no more than 80 kilometers per hour, while the average speed is 30 kilometers per hour. It isn't very impressive, we know, but it doesn't need any more. The car was created for patrolling pedestrian zones. That is, it's compact enough to drive along paths in parks and fast enough to catch up with a running person. M1. A video about the most amazing compact cars wouldn't be complete without the brainchild of the Italian company Today Sunshine. The car is 100% electric, and thanks to its high-performance engine, it uses energy extremely efficiently. The M1 is able to move at 50 km per hour and cover distances of up to 100 km. Interestingly, it can be recharged even from an ordinary outlet. You'll have a full battery after 8 hours. Despite the external compact design, the volume of the luggage compartment is 850 liters. This small car weighs 570 kilograms, while the payload is 205 kilograms, which means 2 adults and a few children will easily fit inside. The automatic gearbox is designed specifically for city travel, with lots of braking and acceleration. The interior is also minimalistic but refined. As in a full-fledged car, there's a climate control system, which will set a comfortable temperature in the car. Unity